Hello guys, it is another Sunday and another race. This time we've got a really cool city centre crit down at Winchester, which is actually the first city centre crit I've done, because the last two I've always had an exam like the day after, so I've refrained from racing, which is a bit annoying, but hey, I'm here now. And this time I'm actually doing the E12 race, so that's quite cool. Nat B, 30 points, down to 15th place, so that's pretty cool. It's a sort of race where you need to start at the front, like that is absolutely imperative. If you don't start on the front row, well, it's just going to be so much harder, because I don't think like the benefit of drafting is far outweighed by the fact that if you're more than 3 wheels back, you're going to have to put way more energy into accelerating up every single corner. And let me tell you, there are a lot of corners. So yeah, I think I want to be first or second wheel for pretty much as possible, and just accelerate as hard as I can to make everyone else more than third wheel behind like suffer like crazy. And eventually the odds will just narrow down until there's probably a group. I don't think a group will be able to sustain more than 4 or 5 anyway. Any more than that, and the people at the back will just be absolutely like wasted just from having to accelerate so much more out of every single corner. So I reckon the odds will be able to be narrowed down pretty quickly. So yeah, I'm quite confident. I think I've got a pretty good acceleration. That's like my main feature, if you will. So I think city centre crits should suit me pretty well, because it's just constant accelerating, railing the corners, and it's interesting. Tyre pressure is going to be a hard one to choose. So the course has a lot of like brick, which is essentially like cobbles, and so obviously you want really low pressure. And it's interesting, I saw Ed Clancy, he had 50 on the front and 60 on the back with 28mm tubs, so that's lower than I thought would work. So I think I might reckon I'll go down to maybe 60 psi, because I have only got 25, so I can't quite go as low as would be ideal, but you know, it'll do. It'll be absolutely fine. I was thinking, what am I going to do for the sweet of the week? What's the most powerful thing on earth? But then you got to think outside the box. The sun. Yeah, pretty excited, pretty nervous, warming up in the start area, so hopefully I can get a good position for the start. That's super important on these closed circuits. There's so few opportunities to actually move up that if you're not in the first 5 or 10, the race could be over before it's even, before the first 2 laps are done. So yeah, make sure I get a good warm up, and pretty excited.
Off for a nice, gentle...
Go on, Red!
So they haven't started racing yet. You wouldn't know it from now, would you? This is a nice, gentle, exciting lap with the riders.
interested or I'm not listening or I'm indifferent. Truly, I ain't got no business here, but since my friends are here, I just came to kick it. But really, I would rather be at home all by myself, not in this room with people who don't even care about my well-being. I don't dance, don't ask, I don't need a boyfriend. So you can't go back, please enjoy your party. I'll be here somewhere in the corner under clouds of marijuana with this boy who's hopping, I can hardly hear. Oh, with this music I don't listen to, and I don't wanna get with you, so tell my friends that I'll be over here. Oh, here. Oh, here. Oh, I ask myself, what am I doing here? Oh, here. Oh,
Here today, Red Waters leading on the front. With a really talented young rider, just 19 years old, from the Satonia CCs, who's doing a huge amount of work on the front of that chasing group. If anyone can try and put a dent into the lead of Frederick Cheshire Benjamin Mark, it is him. Losing the chance to challenge for that third spot on the podium. It's now with number 1.
Well done, Red. Well done. Well done, Red. That was so good.
Hello guys, I've cruised back home and I'm pretty chuffed. Third in the South Region Criterium Champs. I'm pretty happy with that. Really happy. But first thing I just want to say thank you so much to everyone who was actually at the course and saying go on Red and encouraging me, because that genuinely did make a difference and I really appreciate every single one. So that's really nice, and that sort of just made that race a little bit better. A super fun race, crazy circuit. I've never raced anything as tight like that before. The first like 10 minutes I want to say, I was really timid on the corners. I was letting a gap open up pretty much every time. But as I got into the race, I sort of got much more confidence in my tyres, and I was like getting to the point where I could rail every corner pretty confidently. At the beginning, I sort of tried to add my 2 pence to the chase, but it just they were still just growing their gap consistently. It was just two really strong guys, and fair play to them. They powered away and they never got seen again. So we had a group of about 10 to 15, I want to say, which slowly got whittled down. Some people got dropped, a couple crashes. I saw Luke go past just before the final corner. I was like, that's the wheel I want to be on. So I got on his wheel. He went a bit harder than I expected out the final corner. So I sort of let the gap open up a bit and then sort of rushed the gap, came round him on the inside, it was close, but I just about came round and I got third place. So I'm really happy with that. Second of the South Region riders, which is really cool. And yeah, super happy with the result. Another really cool thing is I got ranked up. I've gone from the highest ranked Cat 2 in the region to the lowest ranked Cat 1 because, yeah, I got no points now. All I need to do to get to category elite is win 5 Nat Bs. So yeah, pretty easy. Yeah, definitely gonna manage that. At least I have no pressure now to get points. I can just try and actually get better at racing and maybe even play more riskily in the way I race. That's gonna be the end of the video. Thanks for watching.